We are now discussing about the fort Ajinkya Tara. The fort is there in Satara district of Maharashtra state. It is on the edge of Sahyadri ranges. Its altitude from sea level is approximately 1000 meters, whereas from surrounding area the elevation is of 300 meters. This fort is a ancient fort, and you can approach this fort by a very nice tar road. So if you have to climb, then it's alright, but otherwise you can go directly by minibus till the main entrance of the fort. The fort is on the volcanic mountain. It's now we are considering as dormant volcano. Many people consider it as good as dead volcano. And now you can be there on the mouth of volcano, the entire fort that is situated on this mouth of volcano. The nearest city is Satara city. Nearest railway station is also Satara railway station, 5 km away from the fort. Now how to identify the fort? Very simple. A huge name in Devanagari script is there on the fort, whereas two towers, television towers, they are also there on the fort, and so you can easily identify the fort nowadays. Now, simple thing is that you have to go to Satara city. Almost part of Satara city is situated on the slope of this fort. When we are going to the top, it's of main entrance of the fort. Till that you can go by vehicle, and then onwards only rock cap that is there that you have to climb. Hardly 50-meter distance is there. So the first entrance is there, which is very well fortified. Then the second entrance is there, and then you can enter in the plateau region of the fort. Now here we can see various temples. The temple of Lord Hanuman, Lord Shiva, and goddess named as Mangalai. These three temples are prominent on the fort. Apart from that, various other small temples are there. On the fort, you can see a tank. Some tanks are ancient, some are newly modified, the ancient tank. Some remains of ancient palaces, because once upon a time, the fort was capital of Maratha Empire, which was occupying nearly 2/3 of India, and that's why you can find out certain remains of this lost glory. And then on the fort, when you are moving, you'll find the fortification wall, bastions are there, and the most important thing, from the fort we can observe vast area. I'm just taking names of the fort which we can observe from this fort. So if you are there on top of Ajinkya Tara, you can observe a first important thing, that is Kalyangarh is the fort. Then you can observe Vardhangarh, you can observe Chandan, Vandan, Vairatgarh, Sajjangarh. Like that, forts are observable. Certain prominent places, Jarandeshwar is a prominent place where temple of Lord Hanuman is there, as well as a cave used for meditation by the famous saint Ramdas Swami. That is also there on this Jarandeshwar. Then you can observe Meru Linga. Meru Linga is a volcanic plateau. You can see there a Lord Shiva temple, and above that you can climb on the plateau. Then another place is there, that is Yauteshwar. This is also Lord Shiva temple in ancient period. Then there is plateau of Kas. Variety of flowers are observed on this plateau. Variety of animals are also there. And then the lake is there, that is Kas Lake. That is also there. If you are walking straight away from Yauteshwar hill, you can reach straight away to Mahabaleshwar by passing out through Kas. you can straightway go to Mahabaleshwar area. And then you can check the backwater of Urmodi Dam is observed there, and the plateau of Chadkewadi where windmill project is there. Just beside that plateau there is a waterfall named as Thosegar waterfall, very nice place to see that is there. The mountain or hill of Inzabai, a goddess, that is also observable, and Shaman Pir is another hill you can observe there. So like that, various places are observable from the fort. Risk factor. Whenever we are talking about this forts in Sahyadri, certain risk factors are there. So they are there of snakes. So here also you will find very good vegetation on the hill as well as inside the fort also, and therefore risk factor is there of different types of snakes. It is as good as everywhere present in the Sahyadri mountain range. So like that, animals, scorpions, etc., they may be present, and in case of big animals the threat is there if you consider, and if you not consider then not there, that is of leopards. So now leopards are there on the fort. So if you are that lucky, or leopard is that lucky to observe you, and you can observe leopard. So like that things are there. Otherwise, when you are walking around the fort, there is no risk. No challenges of life they are there on the fort. You can go straight away to the fort. Motorable road is there. Then inside fort, a stone built road is there. Sometimes traverse is also there. But there is no thing that we have to climb on rock and etc. So very simple fort to visit. But historically it is very, very important. The fort is constructed by Shilahar kings from Kolhapur. Whereas in latter phase it was occupied by Bahmani Empire. Then it was part of Nizam Shahi kingdom. After Nizam Shahi, the end of Nizam Shahi, the fort was given to Adil Shah by Mughals, and Adil Shah continued to rule here. In latter phase of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, he conquered this fort and it has become part of Maratha Empire. After that, Aurangzeb entered once again into the territory. Aurangzeb tried to conquer his fort by a variety of methods, and ultimately, after strong struggle, Aurangzeb and his son, named as Azam Shah, was having success, and the fort was given to Mughals. The Mughals renamed this fort. Initially, name of fort was Fort of Satara, but now it is changed to Azam Tara, because Azam Shah conquered this fort. So he named this fort as Azam Tara. But within 6 months period, the fort was reconquered by Marathas. And then it was named as Ajinkya Tara. That means the star which is not conquerable by others. So like that name was given as Ajinkya Tara. Henceforth it was part of Maratha Empire. Now here monument of Rango Bapuji Gupte is there on the foothills of this fort, where he fought against injustice made by British East India Company towards King of Satara, or Maratha Empire's king, named as Chhatrapati Pratap Singh Maharaj. But ultimately, that Rango Bapuji Gupte was having failure after a long fight. Legal fight was there obviously, but then they decided to fight with the method that is revolt of 1857. And ultimately, Rango Bapuji Gupte was underground, but his son was arrested by Britishers and hanged out near the place that is called as Gendamar. The history was discovered once again by a famous person in Maharashtra named as Prabodhankar Thakre. And then a memoir of Rango Bapuji Gupte was kept there, made there, that is called as Charbhinti. Now you are observing this Charbhinti area, and now we are again switching over to the trek. If you are coming to this fort Ajinkya, then what other things you can see? Just beside Ajinkya, there is a fort called as Sajjangarh. That famous saint Ramdas Swami started staying over that fort, and then the name changed. Initially it was having some different name, but changed to Sajjangarh, and then you can go there, stay there on the fort. Very nice fort is there to stay. Then you can see the Khas Plateau, Khas Lake, which is having fantastic nature. Tremendous variety of flowers are there on the Khas Plateau, whereas Thosegarh waterfall is in nearby areas. And then you can connect it to Merulinga. Kalyangarh is fantastic fort. Kalyangarh fort is having a Jain temple in the cave. Lord Parshvanath temple is there. You have to walk nearly 25 meters inside the cave through water. Fantastic fort and fantastic temple is there, Kalyangarh. Then Vardhangarh, Santoshgarh, they are in the nearby vicinity only. And like that, various places you can check out. So don't go only to see Ajinkya Tara. Along with that, you can see these all nearby places at Satara. So thanks for observing this.